Hi everyone, I wanted to have a little short YouTube video on a feature in MaxTime 2.0, which is the detailed event recorder and how to filter it. I got MaxTime 2.0 up and running. I can go to my status and you can see that I'm um, running a chord pattern, pattern 1. I'm cycling around, so I'm getting data in my recorded event recorder. And if I go to administration and unit information, you will see that I'm running MaxTime 2.0.15-1. So I'm in MaxTime 2015 build 1 and I'm in the Windows emulator. But the same thing works on the live controller in the field, and you could do this from a tablet or whatever, from the front panel of a black and white screen or from the color screen of the controller. So we go to performance and there's our detailed event recorder, and we click on it and we get all this information. So we've got 20 lines per page, and we can go to the different pages and we see lots of different items in here. So one of the things that we could do is we could try to filter some of this. So to do that, we use rules. So if I go to here to rules and I pick a rule, and this time I'm going to pick an event name, and I'm going to go to phase. If I start typing phase, things come up. So I'm going to pick phase 2 wait time. So how long was the phase had a call until it got service? So I'm going to pick phase 2 wait time, and it comes up and it shows me from the time I fired up all the wait times. So right here it was 42 seconds. I got it in recall, so that would kind of make sense. Here's a 32 second. I probably changed the pattern. But this will tell you how long we've been waiting to get service. But this is probably more data than I want, because I might have a few pages of that. So I could add other filters to this. So another one that we might want to add, I'm going to, I think I'm just going to, let me see. Instead of an event, I'm going to pick a time. So I'm going to say I want a time that is greater than, and when I click on here, it gives me the calendar. So I was looking for what day am I talking about. So I'm going to pick November 21st, which is today, and it's picking up the current time, but it wants the hour. So yeah, maybe I'll back it up to 2, and now it gives me the minute. So I might go to 2:55. So I'm only going to get things from 2:55 until now. But if I wanted to filter this in the middle of the night, I need to have a closing time period. So I'll just add another rule. And this time I will do less than. So the time period is going to be less than this amount. Once again, it picks up the date. It picks up the current time. So I'm going to pick 3 o'clock, but I'm going to back it up from to 5. So this will give me 10 minutes of data. So that's pretty good, but I might want to do search for a particular item for, from 1 o'clock in the morning to 2 o'clock or something like that. So I'm going to have to filter this down more. So I simply add another rule, and this time I'm going to pick an event name, and I might go in here and type in phase and pick phase on. So this will give me all my phase ons. So every time a phase comes on, it's going to be listed at a timestamp. But I'm really looking for a particular phase. So I just add another rule. And then this time, I'm going to pick a parameter, the next third column. And I'm going to type in a 2. So I'm going to get all the phase 2s. So now for the time period of 5 minutes to 3 until 5 minutes after, these are all the times that phase 2 started. It came on and ran, so I can look at that. Now that gets to be quite a set of rules here. So I may want to save that away, right? So if I got it showing here, I can hit save, and I could type in phase 2 on and hit submit. So now if I go back to my filter and go to default, so at another time on another day, if I wanted to re-look at this, so I could just go up here and I could pick phase on, and it will take me right back to the same time period. Well, I might want to have a different time period, so I can go into show rules, and in this case here I could just go in and edit. So I'm going to pick a different ending time, and I'll say 3 o'clock is good, and the current time is good. So now I have a few more. So I've got from 5 minutes of down here to 12 minutes after up here. So it'll show me all the phase ons. We can search off of these 3 columns: timestamp, event, and parameter. We can, when we go in and we show our rules, we can have ands or ors. Our rules are timestamp, event name, and parameter. We have an operator here, so we can pick equal to, not equal to, greater than, less than in our periods. We can also have subgroups, so we could have a subgroup that runs in between here. So certainly gives us some little logic that we could build up, but most of the time we just want to find out a particular piece of information. And we can dig through this by just going to the, here we say, well, you know, what do we need? Maybe the split times. We could look at that for running cord. We could look at our flashing yellow arrows. We could look at our preamps. So we could go back and we could do some data mining with a few simple keystrokes. If you want to download this log, you can click current and it will download it, put it into a file, send it to somebody, and they can load it into their system. The last failures, if you click on that, it will take you to the last time it failed in the event log, and then you can scroll a little bit before, a little bit after to see what's going on. But this whole active filter menu here is new to MaxTime 2.0, and I think it's kind of a cool feature. I hope you enjoyed this. Catch you later.